I wanted to take a few minutes and just talk you through some of our processes with how we build our guitars, and in particular how we use the veneers in our guitar. So you'll see in the top of a lot of our guitars, they have this signature, very vibrant and unusual patterns of woods. So if you ever see a wood finish on a normal guitar, probably it's pretty likely it's not going to be your average standard wood that you might see on a standard acoustic guitar. Reason for that is we build our guitars very differently. All our construction is done with carbon fibre. So the main component in all our builds is carbon fibre that looks just like this. And carbon is it's a very even woven product, so it always looks the same. And we put colors on it, we do interesting things with it to make it as interesting as possible, but it still really limits the creative factor. So a number of years ago, I started the process of incorporating some really beautiful exotic wood veneers. And we put them into the mold during the molding process. It goes in along with the carbon fibre, and then under a very high vacuum, resin is injected into the mold, and that resin then actually infuses right into the wood grain as well. So the carbon and the wood veneer all fuse together, and it gives you all the structural stability of carbon fibre, but the natural beauty of some really exotic wood. And I just wanted to show you a few of the woods that we use, these beautiful veneers, and let you kind of get an idea of how they transform. So we sell our veneers individually, so we have a bank of images that you can choose from. So you'll see something like this with a template on it, and you'll be able to choose an exact piece of veneer, and then you have to imagine then how that's going to transfer onto a finished guitar. So actually this one here is a really good example. So this is Royal Ebony, and Royal Ebony has these amazing patterns on it, beautiful details, and each one has kind of got its own signature, you know, as you can see here. Each piece has its amazing patterns, and each one's a little bit different colors. And I think it's good to see a finished guitar along with the original veneer, just to let you see how the colors change a little bit. When you put the clear coats on it, the colors become a little bit more vibrant, more intense, and just change. So Royal Ebony is beautiful. If you want something that's really got a very graphic detail, that's a real good option. This one is Harborica, and this is a good example of how it changes a little bit. So if you look at the veneer down here, the veneer is quite dull, almost has a little bit of a grey-blue tinge, but whenever the clear coat goes on it, that then goes to much more intense colors. You know, it's much more vibrant and sharper. I love Harborica actually along with the black carbon fibre, because the colors just really match. So we always just leave the back and sides with the natural black carbon, you know, so you can see how the tones just really work well together. And you can see how it changes from one to the other. Same thing with the Royal Ebony. I always like to leave the back of that with natural black carbon. Now here's a great one. This is Candystripe Padauk, and it's known for its really rich, vibrant red color. This is a really great example of a very rich, vibrant red, and that would have looked pretty much like that. So you can see how the colors, you know, you can see what it's going to do, but it just gets more intense, more vibrant. If we look at the one underneath, get a little bit more contrast. So you can see how that light colored wood takes on a little bit more of a yellowy tone, and the reds just get more vibrant. And there's a really nice example of it. It's got multiple stripes. So you can just imagine how that can transform from the red stripes to the lights, you know, right across the face of a guitar. And because it's bright reds in the color, we'll always put a red over the carbon fibre on the back and sides. And that's done by putting a transparent color over the top of the natural black carbon. And as the light shines through it, it's kind of like a stained glass window. It just brings out that color, and looks really nice. Changes with the light as well, which is nice, so it's quite a subtle color. Now, Cocobolo, this is one of our absolute favorites here. I love Cocobolo because it's got so many interesting details and knots, so much character. So this one, you can see how we've got these nice knots here, kind of making eyes, and we've book matched this light wood in the center, and you can see it runs right from the headstock, as if it sort of runs right through the guitar and out the bottom. So that's the kind of details we like to get. So we'll find these pieces and we'll cut them and find them, book match them in a way that really gets the best out of it. So you can see there again, it's same tones, just sharper and a little bit richer and more intense. Cocobolo is a beautiful option. Now, Quilted Maple, one of the most common veneers that we use here, and that's because it's just so nice. We have some amazing quality Quilted Maple. It's hard to find Quilted Maple of this kind of quality anywhere in the world. And I managed to get quite a large amount of it about a year ago. And it's starting to run low in stock already. When it's gone, I don't know if I'm going to be able to replace it. But what's great about it, the Quilted Maple we can cut it all in one piece, so we don't have to do any book matches. It's just a pure, lovely piece of Quilted Maple right over a whole top. And here you see a huge piece on a harp guitar. And Quilted Maple is the one veneer that we normally put a color over. All these other ones, you're just seeing them just with a natural clear coat. But with the Quilted Maple, because it's such a nice light wood, it just really lends itself to putting colors on. So in this case, we've gone with a vintage amber, so there's a light amber in the center, and then going out to a dark kind of tobacco burst out around the edges. And it just gives a beautiful, vibrant color, really rich. But we love doing that in greens and blues and reds. And many different ways that you can do Quilted Maple. So that was just a little bit of an insight into our wood veneers. Hopefully it lets you see a little bit better just what they can look like. So if you're interested in a wood veneer guitar, contact the guys in sales, sales@emeraldguitars.com, or contact us through our live chat function on our website. And we'll be able to send you a bank of images of the kind of veneer that you're interested in if you let us know the sort of thing that you have in mind. Then a really great source is if you go into our videos, if you go through our social media, Facebook, maybe look at our shipping videos, you can see so many different guitars that are finished in different ways. So maybe if you spot something that you really like, then we can send you veneers that kind of match that. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding, and hopefully we'll be hearing from you soon.